everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to a couple of Suicide Boys songs. This is another installment of Council Reacts. I got a lot of comments about wanting me to do more Suicide Boys reactions, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. As you guys know, I'm going to be looking at this from a counselor perspective and just offering a little bit more insight into the lyrics. We got a lot to cover. I'm going to be covering 3 songs today, so let's get right into the video.
Creative, but most of the words reflect what's happening, but it's waiting to start happening. I keep on damaging myself, trying to build a wall without this water around my neck. I'm about to drip until I drown.
So right now I'm starting to hear a lot of comments about self-doubt, lack of confidence in oneself, and maybe not believing that they can become successful. Maybe they didn't think this was going to happen. They mentioned the American dream, you know, that's the strive to reach success, the top pinnacle of success. And if you can't do that, then it's like a big letdown. I also heard a little bit of self-sabotage, and I know you guys said that they were involved with drugs and had a lot of substance abuse, so that could be in part or relation to that. And he did mention drug use again in this video, so I'm leaning towards that. That's what that self-sabotage is about. But maybe that is hindering his success. Maybe that is preventing him from getting to the top, or prevented him in the past, because obviously they're pretty famous right now, right?
Show my face in public, show another one that see my name in the marquee, letters falling down, litter in the cold dark streets.
Okay, so again, there's that self-sabotage. I also heard almost like living a double life. He said he shows one face to the public and another at home, so maybe he is showing the world that he's this happy person, but really there's something that is hindering him from being happy. I mean, their name is the Suicide Boys, come on. So it does play a role in every song that they make, and it's something that I am aware of. But it sounds like also that now that they've reached success and, you know, are able to book flights to wherever, there's still some part of them that's unhappy. There's still some part of them that's unsatisfied, and it's not what they thought it would be. Maybe they thought it would be more, maybe they thought it would fill a void that they had, but it's not giving them what they need. It's not giving.
Come on, come on to my downfall. Bear witness to everything that I can't solve. My therapist made me promise before I ended up that phone would be the one I choose to call, crying, asking, is it really worth it? What's beneath the surface, all behind the curtain?
And you know, that's probably true, because if someone has a lot of suicidal ideation or thoughts about self-harm, the therapist has to create a safety plan with their client just to make sure that if they are in that mode where they feel like they can't come back from, then they can reach out to the therapist, they can reach out to someone before they do it. And this actually saves a lot of lives. This helps people come down from that negative space and really grab a hold of their reality again. If it is true, you know, that's really hard to hear, and it's really sad, but very helpful for their recovery and for just guiding them in their lives. But again, I'm still hearing a lot of self-sabotage. Also, I think it's very interesting that the soundtrack is against this video of someone smoking, and you can see it affecting their lungs and stuff like that, because smoking and drugs, it's like a self-sabotage. You're sabotaging your success, you're sabotaging your health. I feel like that's kind of the entire message of this song, and it just kind of correlates with the video.
Maybe last attempt to figure out my purpose. I called the phone and said,
not in service.
When life gets hard, keep on marching on. Even if the finish line is far, or you have to push the car. Keep on marching on.
Not in service.
Oh, well, I really love the end message there. Keep on pushing on. So even though he wasn't able to reach his therapist, if that's a true story, I'm not sure, he still made the decision to continue living, to still be here which is awesome. That's an awesome message for people who are dealing with depression, anxiety, and I love that he was able to gather that from his experience. So that's awesome. But yeah, that's why it's always so important to not only have your therapist on call, but maybe like someone who is close to you, like a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a friend, someone that can really understand you and can help you when you're in a moment of crisis. Another song that I'm going to do that has been requested a bunch is 5 Grand at 8 to 1. I don't know what that means, but I'm excited to watch it. Let's see. Okay, so there's a baby crying. What does that mean?
Ain't nobody fucking with me like they used to. Open seat in the coupe, so I scope too. I get caught up in my thoughts and I can think right. Caught up in the nightmare, so I don't sleep right. I just want them to treat me like they used to. I just want something rare that I'm used to. Yeah, I just want them to treat me like they. I just want something rare that I'm. Yeah. Went from no one to someone at least I thought.
They're not really liking the success. They're not liking fame. They're basically saying in this short little snippet that it's not how they expected it to be. And just like in the previous song, I feel like they're not happy about it. They're not happy about success. They say they're not happy, and they don't like how everyone's treating them now that they're famous or more successful. I don't know why it's changing in the worst way. Maybe this does have to go back to the drug use. Maybe it's making access to drugs a lot easier, and maybe that has kind of spiraled them. Or maybe the drug use began once they became successful, and that happens to a lot of folks. So I don't know, maybe that's the key correlation there.
My drug dealer pocket raping up in the fist. Only thing I fucking had to get me through the shit. I've been stripped of all I had. Man, lost relations with my dad. Damn, lost relations with the fam. Damn, lost touch of who I am. Say, I'm out seeking peace, like a seeking air to breathe. Pray to a God that I never thought I would believe. Grant me serenity for all the things I cannot change. But still I know that what I can ain't the same.
Ain't nobody fucking with me like they used to. Open seat in the coupe, so I scoop.
So he basically said it right there. This fame has caused him to change who he is or who they are, and he has damaged his relationship with his family. I don't know how fame or success does that. Maybe, you know, he got so swept up into the fun of it all that he kind of forgot what he wanted to be successful for and what he wanted to do with his money. Maybe he didn't spend his money on the right things. Drugs, again, is a big key factor here. And not everyone deals with fame and success the same way. Some take it in stride. Some, you know, kind of backtrack in their success in their own personal lives, whether it be staying sober or just maintaining a positive mindset. And it happens.
Press the pause button just once. Hiding in the back, trying to catch it to the front. Everything I like, I make up for when I stun. More bitches, more money, more drugs, more monies, more stuff. The more I want, the more I'm feeling fucked stuck. Going through the motions, fucking barely even growing. Hiding all of my emotions, never change them, stop posting.
All right, so it kind of sounds like the success and fame, like I said, has changed him, and maybe he's just more concerned about things that he shouldn't be concerned about. And I feel like he feels that he has to put up this front to the world that he's this hard bad, or they're this, I don't know if it's one or two, they're these hard boys, when really they have their own lives, they have their own thoughts and feelings, and maybe they don't care about some of the things that they say that they care about. You know, like girls and all the money and all of this and that, when really they just want to be successful and have closer relationships with their families, closer ties with their loved ones, and just building on the bonds that they care about and not putting out this front that nothing phases them or they are these top dogs, or just having a very vain and shallow life. Okay, the next and final song is going to be Life is But a Stream. This is a tough one. To me, it's sounding like he is missing opportunities, almost a little bit of FOMO, you know, fear of missing out. And I'm not sure why or what that means. It kind of sounds like they're constantly chasing after a dream or constantly chasing after something that they want but they cannot get, not doing something that they could have done. So again, like missing opportunities, but I'm not really sure what that. So I think I found out what it is. So it's like he never was the perfect kid or the perfect person that his family wanted, you know? That's kind of what it's sounding like to me. At first I thought it was missing opportunities, but I think it's missing that chance to be someone else or be that straight and narrow person. He mentions his drug abuse. He says he doesn't want to talk about it, but he does mention it, so I'm going to talk about it. And maybe again that played a role in how his family perceived him. Maybe he was sort of a disappointment. He missed that opportunity to show them that he could be different. At least he feels that way. There's never a time that's too late to change, to turn around, to become the person that you want to be, but he feels that he missed that opportunity. He missed that chance. Is his father alive? Because he mentions something about him burning in hell. Maybe he died. Maybe there's something that he wanted to say to his father, but he didn't get the chance to.
And I swear.
Yeah, so it kind of sounds like he had drug abuse before. I feel like he had drug abuse before the big success, before fame, before the music, because I know that a lot of people who are addicted, they tend to do things that they are not proud of and are really, 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 really hard to come back from and put their families through the most and are really mean, especially during withdrawal. They can't really help it. Their emotions are all over the place, their moods are up and down, and their families give up hope that they will become sober or become healthy. And it's really sad to see one of your family members to kind of go down that route and feel like helpless to saving them. But alright guys, I'm going to end it there. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was really cool to make. I really liked them. If you have any other songs you want me to review by them or any other artists, go ahead and write that down in the comments below. Let me know if this was a good and accurate representation of the Suicide Boys. If not, feel free to share as well, and I will happily talk to you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you for the next video. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so when the next video comes out, you'll be there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!